Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do just an impromptu little video talking about what is the very first modification you should do when you buy a vintage Jeep like this. Basically, you don't know what the wiring's like. You can see the wiring is a mess. What's the first thing you should probably do? And I picked one of these up right here. I have one of these on my CJ5, and it's basically a battery disconnect switch. And it mounts on the actual negative side of your battery. I know I get a lot of people saying I should go on the positive. Some people should say it should go on the negative. From what I've read and what I've determined, it should go on the negative side of your battery. And basically it's just a breaker here. I'll show you how it goes on, how easy it is to go on. That basically disconnects all the power to the vehicle when you turn this lever off. So there's no worry about wires shorting out, grounding out, whatever, because I'll take in here and show you. It's a little scary, the wiring in this Jeep. Basically, this was, a couple bucks. Is a whole lot cheaper than replacing your building that you're keeping your vintage Jeeps in. And they make these a lot of different ways. They make them a little more sophisticated. They go underneath your dash with like a main, you run your cables to, and you have a little knob that turns back and forth. This is probably about the simplest you can get. They have the ones that basically crimp onto your batteries and the terminals, or the cables, I should say. And it's like a little threaded piece that goes in and out for like marine grades and stuff. There's different styles of these, but this is something that I think is very important for a classic Jeep, especially one like this. Let me just show you real quick what we have here, real time. If you look up underneath here, let me slow this down. There is some nasty looking wiring going on underneath this dash. It's been cobbled together over the years. Stuff works, some stuff doesn't. There's a fuse block up in here, but it's broken, so I have a temporary fuse block there. And if you look under the hood here, let me pop the hood here, push this thing up. Over here, well, this here is actually the fan relay. This is why I keep saying it's hot wired. The relay, I replaced the relay and it still doesn't work. There's a little set screw down here that adjusts the temperature where the fan should kick on. It's an electric fan. I think the temperature sensor might be bad. I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. So right now, basically, when I touch the cable, this is a good example. See the spark? That is what's going to burn your vehicle down. And if I take you over here and burn your shop to the ground too. This is actually the original wiring for this headlight bucket. And as you can see, that's kind of scary stuff. It's all easily fixed, but yeah, it's just can be tedious, and it's unsafe sitting in your garage or your shop or your barn, wherever it is. I keep them in the barn over here, both Jeeps. But basically, that goes right on the negative side of your battery, and it disconnects all the power to ground. So basically, the circuit cannot be completed, and that way it doesn't allow anything to short out or ground out to the chassis and potentially start a fire. So let's grab that thing, get it bolted on here, and show you how easy it is to put this on, and how you'll have a better peace of mind sleeping at night knowing that your vehicle will not burn to the ground. Let's get started. So for this particular install, this is basically your breakaway switch here. Disconnected, connected. Pretty much one of the simplest ones, other than the one that goes on your cable, that you can buy. This came from Advanced Auto Parts. You can get them at AutoZone. Basically, this will go on your terminal on your battery, and then this post is what your cable actually goes to. I'll show you here in a minute. But then this is plastic, and it insulates everything. So basically, when this is together, it's connected. Obviously, electricity flows from positive through the system back on the ground to here, to the battery. So when this is flipped down, the power runs through here, over, and to the cable. So basically, I should say here, from the cable through here to the battery. So it's going back to ground. When you open this up, you break that. This is insulated. There's no way for it to go from here to here. This is out of the way. Obviously, that's a quick little electrical lesson. Positive is trying to find ground, so this breaks that, so you don't have any type of spark. To install this from Advanced Auto Parts, this is a 12mm right here, and this is a 1/2 inch for the battery cable, the negative. So what we'll do is we'll take this and situate it right on here like so that the cable will still reach. And we'll tighten this down right here. And do not cross terminals or you'll get the shock of your life or a spark show. Just make it nice and snug so it does not want to come off. And we'll grab our cable, our ground, and we'll slide that down on this part right here. Okay. Then we'll take it and tighten it up. Now basically this will show you a good indication of how this works. Right now, positives on this side going to all your accessories and all your electrical parts, coming back onto the ground to the battery to complete the circuit. But since this is open here, nothing's happening. But if I take it and close it, the fan will run. Open it, fan turns off. On, off. And that is what will prevent your vehicle, whether it be a car, truck, Jeep, whatever, anything vintage, from burning your vehicle or your shop, house, garage, whatever, to the ground. Simple, cheap, and effective way to protect yourself and give yourself a peace of mind. All right, everybody. Hope you found this video informative, and I hope you learned something. Definitely leave your comments down below what you think of this install, how you do it, what you use, your kill switches, your setups. Definitely love to hear from you and how you do it. This is just something I found works. I have one in my CJ5 in the barn there. I've had it on for 2 years and I've had no issues. The only downside to having it under the hood right on the battery like that is the fact that you have to open the hood every time you want to start the vehicle and basically put the system back together in line and get all the electronics fired up. But if you know these old Jeeps and these old cars, you're opening the hood all the time to check oils and fluids and different things. It's not an uncommon thing to have to open the hood on these things. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and definitely leave your comments down below. And hope you found this informative. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have a wonderful night.